To paraphrase Colin Powell again, leadership is solving problems, and the day your people stop bringing you their problems is the day you've stopped leading them. They've either lost confidence that you can help or concluded that you don't care. Either case is a failure of leadership. Hi, if you've been watching these videos for the last couple months, you already know that I'm PJ from Threshold Learning, and that these videos are meant to bring you solutions and help you avoid some of the most common leadership failures that we see. That quote is one of my favorites, and that's especially true when I'm overwhelmed dealing with other people's problems and questions, because it reminds me that it's a good thing. It means that my team trusts me as their leader and knows that I can help them. But I was recently with a client who was looking for help building capacity. She had a great open door policy, and she had great trust and communication with her team. But she spent all day fielding their questions and wasn't getting anything done. So while on the surface, it appeared she was doing everything right, and Colin Powell would have been proud of her. But when I looked a little bit deeper, I had uncovered a dependency that wasn't healthy. She had made it so easy for her team to ask her what to do, they'd lost the ability to think for themselves. Leadership fail. Having great communication and trust from your team doesn't absolve them from the need to work the problem themselves. As a leader, you'll never have any capacity if you have to think for everyone. So what I advised her was pretty simple. Bring me recommendations, not just problems. We agreed that the number 3 was the magic number. Instead of just expecting her to solve everything, each person had to come up with 3 recommendations to any problem that they're presenting her. And it meant that they had to think through the problem on their own. It wasn't about just dumping it on her. So 3 was the magic number because it forced them to think through more than just what was on the surface, what was initially obvious to them. Obviously, if something was urgent, then exceptions could be made. But for 90% of the questions she was getting, the team now was sharing in the ownership. You know what happened? Well, it took some time and it took some consistency on her part, sending them back to go do their homework. But in many cases, they got to the place they just dealt with the problems on their own because they gained confidence when they brought her recommendations, and when they presented their best one, she almost always said, okay, go with it. They knew that they had the ability and her trust to make decisions. Her capacity increased exponentially. Her team was more confident, they were more engaged, and she could start leading them, not doing their work for them. For more leadership tips and insights, like, follow, subscribe to this page. And if you're really ready to start unlocking your leadership potential by building your personal power, click on the link for our free download. Thanks for listening. Have an awesome day.